Hi, my name is Becca. Welcome back to Raising Them Simply. Here we share all about our homeschool as a family of 6. And today we're going to talk just a little bit about our homeschool curriculum plans for my 3rd grader for the 2026-2027 school year. So if you are new here, I have a will-be 3rd grader, a 2nd year preschooler, a toddler, and a little baby over here along for the ride. So if you hear him, that is what that is. I'm also a part-time working mom as a nurse. So this channel is all things homeschool and how we make it work for our family. If any of that interests you at all, please hit that subscribe button so you're notified of future videos. But let's jump into it. This video is part of a series of videos that I'm doing about our school plans for next year. We have our morning basket routine. We have our group subjects video. I have videos for my preschoolers curriculum picks. So all of those will be linked down below for you guys. But this is just specifically stuff for just my 3rd grader for next year. So first things first is that we do homeschool year round, and we have added some things in this school year that we're not completely done with. So for full transparency, I just want to let you guys know what we are doing and then what we will move into for next year. So my 3rd grader is also on the younger side. He could very well be starting 2nd grade this year if he was in the public school system. But that's just so that you guys know, so that you know accurately where he's at. He also has dyslexia and dyscalculia. So some of the things that we've pulled in were later because of those specific challenges that we have. So for spelling and language arts for this year, he is still finishing up grade 2 spelling and language arts from Spectrum. He is, I want to say, about halfway done with the spelling, and he's about a quarter of the way done with this. Honestly though, when it comes to this language arts, a lot of these have like, they'll explain a concept and then you'd have like 4 or 5 worksheets solidifying that. He is not needing this. He's just needing one day to learn the concept and another day to solidify it. And then every time we bring this out, we review the terms and stuff we've already done. So I do not suspect he's going to be doing these for much longer, but I do want him to finish this before we jump into our language arts bulk for next year. So we have those two. He's also doing this Write a Super Sentence by Evan Moore. He's actually almost done with this. He loves this. I realized when we were doing the language arts stuff that I guess we've never really talked what a full sentence is or different things like that. And I thought, you know what, we should probably do that before we jump into our curriculum pick for 3rd grade, because he's going to be writing paragraphs. Or building up to that. So we are doing this. He is loving this workbook. So we will be done with this shortly. So those are the things that he needs to get done with before we are jumping into Hearth and Story 3rd grade for language arts. I've done a video on this. I will link it down below for you guys. But we are very, very excited for this. I love it because it's an all-in-one curriculum. It has his spelling. He's got novel studies in here. We've got short stories that we are doing. He's got, what else? He's got grammar. He's got poetry. He's got brain food. He's got writing. He's got spelling. I'm not sure if I said that. And then breakfast cereals in here. I just love the way that this program is set up. But some of this stuff, he needs to have like his spelling and different things. He's got to be at a certain level to be able to get to this point, which is why we are finishing that stuff up. I am guessing that by the time that we eventually fully go over into our 3rd grade stuff, is going to be about October, early November, but I'm guessing late October. That's kind of how things are mapping out right now. So we've got that. Next for language arts, we are going to be going into level 3 of All About Reading. He is almost done with level 2 of All About Reading, and we really made All About Reading go super slow this year because he was speeding by it so quickly. He's reading at a 4th grade level right now. And so all the material in All About Reading level 2 is very, very easy for him, which I've heard is actually, I've heard that's pretty common, but I want him to understand the rules and stuff about why things are the way they are. So that way there's no gaps as we move forward and he understands everything. So that's why we took it slow. Otherwise he would have started this so much sooner. But he will be starting this, I believe in September is when we are working on to do All About Reading level 3. Okay, next for language arts. This is his second printing handwriting book that we have done this year. He is going to continue using this. This has 250 awesome fun facts about science, animals, and history. He does really enjoy this. The reason why I like this is because this handwriting book, the lines, I'm not sure if you could see that, but he can't write in as big a font in this book, and the dashes in the middle are lighter, so he has to really focus on his hand shape and stuff like that. His handwriting has improved so much this last year from us intentionally doing these workbooks and stuff. So we are going to continue doing this. However, we are going to bring in cursive from Handwriting Without Tears. This is the cursive kickoff one. And this does print that eventually goes into cursive. You can kind of see how that progresses there. So in September sometime, we will start alternating. So when it's a handwriting day, he will do this one, and the next one he will do this, and we will go back and forth. We have been doing handwriting just once a week right now. We will be adding that to doing like an everyday thing. This will be his independent work. This will not be because I have to help him focus on teaching him the correct formation of the letters and stuff, and then it will eventually go into independent work, if that makes sense. So that is the plan right now, is alternating this too, because we have come such a long way in our print handwriting this year. I don't want him to backslide by when he's learning cursive. We also were considering starting typing for this year, but we are having some difficulties with math, which we will get into in a moment. So there's a lot of new things and expectations. 3rd grade, I feel like for homeschooling, in public schooling too, but there's a lot more expectations and stuff like that because you're no longer in the younger years when it comes to schooling. So I want him to just focus on this stuff first, and we'll see how things go. If we do incorporate us typing, it's going to be about halfway through the school year or around January type time. And he will be doing the Good and the Beautifuls typing program whenever we do get to that point. But we are not going to start off the school year with that. Next for history, we are doing Story of the World from Layers of Learning. We are super excited about this. It is a family style program that goes with the Story of the World series. And it has just a ton of different resources and stuff like that. So you buy the curriculum once for each stage of history with one of these books, and you can just keep cycling through them. And there's so many ideas and stuff like that that you can keep doing it over and over again and never run out of things to do. So we will be doing Story of the World with this. We're doing Middle Times. We are wrapping up Ancients this year. As far as spines and stuff, we are using the, I've got it right here, the encyclopedia. It uses the Encyclopedia of World History. We're also going to be using A Child Through Time. Those are books that I already have. And this book is an encyclopedia that is recommended for Layers of Learning, so we will continue using this. We are a literature-heavy homeschool. So we will be bringing in different books to kind of beef up our history. However, this is the first year that it's come to our school for language that we're doing language arts and history separately, if that makes sense. Usually we just add books into here, into our history to kind of also go into our literature, but we are doing Hearth and Story this year, which has its own books and program for those. So any books that we get for history, I'm just going to get from the library to kind of solidify or beef up our program for what we're going to do. I also want to see how it's going to go having books for this and that, and having a preschooler that's doing a lot of different books and resources as well. I do not want to overwhelm myself. And I want to make sure that I'm not overwhelming my learner either. But he is obsessed with history. It is his favorite subject. So as I make videos into the school year, I'll of course let you know what other resources we're pulling in when it comes to this, but it's not something that I'm planning right now. There are literature recommendations throughout layers of learning. I seriously think I'm just going to pick one per unit that we're doing, one or two from the list that are available at my library, and then check those out and use those. I'm not going to put too much thought into it. So that's kind of the plan for now. Next, for math. I have let you guys know recently that math has been a struggle. I will link those videos down below for you guys, but my son does have dyscalculia, and so math has been a struggle. We started this last school year finishing grade 1 of math with confidence and going into grade 2, and we found out that that was not a good fit for us any longer, and then we switched over to Math Mammoth and found out that that was not going to work for us either. One of you guys actually reminded me that the same company with All About Reading has an All About Math program now. So thank you so much for letting me know, because I completely forgot, because it's a newer program. But that program is what made it so that my son was finally able to understand reading and learning to read, and is such a solid reader because it is a program that is meant to help kids who have dyslexia. So I plan on doing a video for you guys when I get that in. When I had posted that video, it was the last day of the sale. So I went and grabbed level 2 of that. It is a program you can reset up and reuse if you do it correctly, just like the All About Reading curriculum is. So I'm really hoping that that will be the answer to prayer that we need for this next school year when it comes to math. We were considering CTC math because my son does do really well when he is being taught from videos that are not me, which is what we figured out with the Math Mammoth. But I really don't want to do a math curriculum that's online right now. I would really prefer him to do a program like this that we could do at the kitchen table together. That is still an option if it does not work, if this All About Math does not work, but I'm really hoping that it ends up working well for him, just like the reading program worked really well for him. So that is everything that we have planned for my third grader for the 2026-2027 school year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know what kind of videos you like to see here on this channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you are doing for your third grader for this upcoming school year, or any advice on dyscalculia or the All About Math program. I would really love to know. Please hit that subscribe button. It is a free way for you to be notified of future videos, and I can't wait to catch you guys next time. Bye.